Okay, so this whole video thing is all about breaking barriers mentally, emotionally, physically, in a way. Um, and earlier I was thinking, and I got really excited about this idea that I had, and I'm like, wow, maybe most people shouldn't be this excited about simple ideas. And then I realize that I say that too much. I think it's not a bad thing, at least. I hope it's a good thing that I get excited about little things, that my mind runs with them, and I sort of come across different ideas that I find as novel or unique. In this case, I came across this lens. It's really cool, as you can see. It's from a light fixture, like a theater lighting. I stole it took it years ago out of a broken one. Um, and and I was thinking about lenses, about how you can kind of zoom in and see detail that you don't normally see. And I also think it's cool that when you it flips everything upside down, you can sort of see right there. I'm upside down if you hold it at distance. And then there's also the whole novel thing about how lenses, they can catch things on fire when the focus point is just right, or if you're using a bright enough light. And these three things are sort of obvious, right? Everyone knows these things, but I found them profound enough to kind of dig after, romanticize even. And I did something I haven't done in quite some time. I wrote a poem. And hello, yes, Bodhi. Bodhi's been sleeping. He is here. He is cute. We're gonna get him down because you're shaking the shot. I know. All right. Anyway, we're going on. Lenses, right? I wrote a poem, and I was writing this poem, and it took me a while. In old fashion, I spent a lot of time crafting my poems. I'm still not sure I'm done with it, but I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, this is totally a thing I should talk to a video about. And I'm like, oh, I don't do poetry, and and that's where I'm like, well, yes, I do. I write poems all the time, and now I'm making videos, and what better way than to uh, put my poem that I wrote on a video. And this is a lot of exposition. I realize it's going to be a long video, probably because I'm nervous about recording a poem. Like, I don't share these things very often. Um, but I'm going to read it now because I'm not afraid of that kind of thing anymore, or at least I'm telling myself that. So lenses, right? We'll talk after. I think I'm just tag out at the end, but we'll see. I found an old lens, no dollar I'd spend, and thinking, what fortune if I look and intend. So I looked large and looked small, for new things to be seen. And for through a new lens, excuse me, a new world can be seen. So I saw, and I see. And new rules I wrote 3, and I share them with all and with me. And if you are to find the same fortune of mine, I ask you, listen and see. The first, to look close, find a world never seen. The next, to look far, and a world not as typically seen. And the last is a warning, and dire, could be. If you look far too strong, or if you look far too right, be wary of fire, your focus, a light. And these from a lens, a way perception to see, and a choice you must make, inquire or flee. And there's a lot. I mean, poem over. Thank you. Applause. Whatever. I don't know. Um, and I think that I guess the point I'm trying to make is it's sort of summed up in the last line: inquire or flee. A lens, obviously not just a physical lens, but a rhetorical lens, a lens through which we view the world, view ourselves, view everyone around us. I think so many people get caught up viewing the world through one lens, through their lens, that when posed with the opportunity or the choice of of looking through a different lens or closing themselves off to any other possibility, so many times people choose to close themselves off. They run, they hide from whatever will challenge their mind, and challenge their perception, and challenge that lens. And now all of this philosophical exposition, this poetry, and this more to the point of how to an individual little things are powerful. And and I for a long time would put down or poo-poo or kind of not concern myself with these little thoughts that I would take and run with. Um, but I'm learning to embrace them, and I'm learning to be confident in them. And whether or not anyone else thinks they're profound, I do. And that is the lens through which I am operating now. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.